Hey, everybody. Jay Real here with Kathy and Brandon or Leatherface
Oh yeah, he looks good, doesn't he?
is going to be joining us soon. Uh, but yeah, we've got some stuff to talk about. And uh, it is Wednesday. What is today? What is the
October
15th?
15th.
15th. Yeah, October 15th. And it's in Texas, so it's still warm. And but next week they're talking about it's going to maybe we're going to start getting cool, getting up in highs in the low 80s and in the 50s at night and such, like it's supposed to be. So we'll
Yeah,
see.
it really wasn't bad today. When I was out
It wasn't
walking,
too
it was
bad
like
today,
upper 80s,
but yeah.
Where if we can get
Now,
out 90s, I'd be happy.
let's see Leatherface there. Uh, he's all donned out, got his overalls on, and
There it comes.
so
That looks so cool.
oh goodness,
Mhm. Scares me.
this is the pretty lady Leatherface. Uh,
Looky there. Yeah.
I sat on
Leatherface.
I sat on the porch and stare at people.
Oh yeah. Uh, I was going to say that could be your dating profile.
Well, definitely, this is the time of year for Leatherface, and you got to go see the Texas Chainsaw Massacre on the big screen with Brandon. And I'll go ahead and say it: that is probably the scariest movie ever. It's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's certainly not the
The
bloodiest.
corpses,
It's not bloody. It's
the
not gory. But as far as just fucked up and fucking with your mind
The half breeds is what gets me.
and
no
just
the corpse melting in the
oh my
cemetery.
god, it dripping. And that's something that all the times I've seen it on TV, I never noticed that the corpse was dripping until we saw it in the theater.
Yeah.
And it was such a good print, they really shined it up and really, and the surround sound and all that stuff. But yeah, that dripping corpse, that's the scariest movie ever. It's a Texas Chainsaw. That's the movie that actually gets under your skin and just fucks with you the most. To
Don't
me,
forget it. It's
it's my favorite
memorable.
horror. The Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing is my favorite horror
Ah,
movie, but TCM's the scariest movie. I just think, hands down, it's the scariest movie. Uh, and living in Texas, in rural Texas, it's even scarier. So, uh,
Well, they went messing where they didn't belong.
there you go. There you go.
uh,
Hmm.
That girl goes, I'm gonna go get some help. You might want to turn around and not go down that road.
but before we get to the subject at hand, I want to present a few things.
Uh oh.
I went to Walmart today. One of the first things I do is go to the toy department and look at the Hot Wheels because you know what I look for.
Batmobiles.
And today, and like a child on Christmas morning, I went, "Oh my god!" And this is the coolest thing in the world. It is a classic '60s Batmobile, but it's red.
Oh, that's cool.
It's red, and it's what they call a variant. It's a variant
Huh.
Batmobile, and it's red. And I got the it was that is to get a new Batmobile is just that is the height of my existence. Is to
There you
get
go.
so anyway, yeah, and then the
I
other
remember sitting in his living room looking up there saying, Jay, are all those Batmobiles, variations of them and different vehicles, but yes, Batman
bat
related.
copters and bat
Yeah.
planes, mainly Batmobiles, but anything that's Batman related,
Yeah.
and it's mainly Hot Wheels brand. And then the other thing, and I want to get a damn whole library of these things. I've been collecting the off on Amazon. They've reprinted the EC comics in these real nice books, And
Hell yeah.
and I got Tales of the Crypt. This is volume 1 of Tales of the Crypt, and volume 4 of Vault of Horror. And it's so cool. It's got all and it really nice, printing of the original EC comics from the 50s. You know, the old advertisements for like masks and stuff are in there. The original and they're about $15 a piece. And I've got another Tales of the Crypt coming tomorrow, but I'm going to get a whole lot.
Hell yeah.
Tales of the Crypt, Vault of Horror. I forget what the other titles are, but they've got a bunch of old EC comic books.
Those are neat.
I'm eating these up like Brandon eats.
I like how in the EC horror comics there's like really no good people. They're all kind of shitty. And then the shitty people get their comeuppance.
They're
yeah, well, that's definitely the case in this. And in the Vault of Horror, this version of Vault of Horror, there's that original Killer Santa Claus from the first.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, that's in this one. That story is in this one. Because the Tales of the Crypt TV show is Vault of Horror, Tales of the Crypt, Witching Hour. I forget what all the different, but they're all EC comics. But anyway, y'all need to get y'all some of these comic books off Amazon. But I want to get a whole library of these things. I'm just eating them alive, like Brandon eats.
Like candy. Like Brandon eats head cheese.
The head cheese because you're Leatherface.
Yep.
The head cheese.
Y'all joke about it, but it sells out really quick at the deli. I have to like kind of go early to get it.
Yeah. No, there's still a lot of people that like it, you know.
My daddy liked it.
Daddy loved it, and he liked his pickle loaf. And
I got some liverwurst too.
Liverwurst, that's the word I was reaching for. And he taught me real quick as a little kid not to reach in there and think I found some of that hot mustard when it was horseradish.
Well, Brandon, tell Kathy what happened to me at the was it the ramen restaurant we went to.
He didn't know what wasabi was, and he thought it was something sweet, and took a whole like spoonful of it.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, that'll set you to fire, Jay.
I thought I was going to fucking die. I
thought he knew what it was.
I thought it was guacamole.
Oh no! Yeah, it is green.
There was like, I don't know, there was something like breadsticks or something. I don't know, or did I just get a spoon and just eat it that way?
Yeah.
But I took a big gob of it and just and oh my God, it was wasabi.
I can't say nothing because I've done that before too. When I got some sushi from HEB and I didn't know it was hot, and I took a big old and it feels like it goes up your nose. Like it's almost like it goes up your nose and it burns your brain.
I was fucking crying, the snot, And
well, I know that if I don't like spicy stuff. Like I can't handle anything with jalapenos. Even well, it's not the season. No. So they made me a hot dish one time, a Mexican food place because that's one of my main, that and steak, which I can't afford. I like me a big old Mexican plate with all this stuff on it, right? And I got a hold of something. I don't know what it was. One of the sauces was, oh man, like fire. Bring me milk. Milk puts that fire right out. But I didn't know if it would without wasabi. It might.
Well, do you ever watch that? I like it on YouTube. The Hot Ones show.
Yeah.
And people, it's different actors and directors and stuff, and they eat hot wings, and it gets hotter and hotter and hotter as they go on, and it's fun to watch them. When they get to the end, they're like crying and shit.
And sometimes they're not.
Yeah. They should make pepper spray out of that fucking wasabi shit. That'd drop a criminal real quick.
I got one of those on my keychains, but it's not that.
I'm saying that wasabi, that shit'll kill you if you like. I can see that dropping somebody.
Yeah, took a big old bite of that wasabi, and I didn't know it because it looked like guacamole to me.
Poor
And that's
Joe.
what I thought it was. Now, I should have reasoned ahead of time what would guacamole be? Why would they have that at a ramen restaurant? That wouldn't make sense. But I wasn't thinking, and I just took a big old bite. And oh my God, I was just pouring everything.
I never had it, but I had an old priest tell me one time that when he was in Catholic school, they made him eat some shit called castor oil when he was bad.
Oh yeah, I know what that is. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what. Oh, my grandmother used to take it when she was constipated. Castor oil. It'll work.
Does it taste like shit or what? Because he said it was
yeah,
horrible.
it tastes like you're drinking kerosene. It tastes like shit. It tastes shitty. Okay. No pun intended. It really, I smelt of it because she would eat it and then she'd go in there and say, come on, we're about to have our prune juice and sardines and crackers for lunch. And at 4, I thought I was eating off, Ashton and High Cotton getting that for lunch. My grandmother kept me for a year before I went to kindergarten. But I said,
when I was
what stinks? It's that castor oil.
When I was a kid, I used to ask the priest about demons and shit, and then we would get off on stuff like that. We talk about stuff. I'd be like, "You ever do an exorcism?" And they're like, "No," but they used to make me eat castor oil when I was bad. And I was like,
and see, there's usually the Catholic priests do the exorcism, and there's a lot of priests these days that if they do it, they won't admit to it. Like,
They looked at me like they're like, "There's that weird kid talking about demons and shit." And now I got Blair Witch on my arm.
Yeah, I love that. That's really good.
Show your ink. He's got new ink.
I see it.
It's got blood and shit all in there. I'm gonna have to like clean it, but yeah, that's my first tattoo.
Aw. Yeah. Yeah, I got
I'm gonna get another one.
6 of them.
I'm
gonna do a sleeve.
You showed me is really cool. Like, describe that one.
Oh, the one that I showed you?
Yeah.
Or her, or who? Me?
Yeah.
I was gonna get one in honor of my mom that says it's Jason's mask and it says Mama's Boy, so I was gonna get that like tattooed on me. Or like the Freddy Krueger glove that says "Go to bed."
Oh yeah. Ooh, Dream Warriors is.
I'm gonna get them all over my arm.
Yeah, I wanted to sleeve really bad.
And then I want like Frankenstein and Wolfman and all that shit too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's my daughter's got about $4,000 worth of quality, high quality tattoos. I don't have that kind of money. So I got 6 that aren't very big.
Mine was $30 plus a tip, but he was an apprentice, so it was like it was somebody in training. So and I figured that's a pretty simple symbol, so
oh yeah,
I don't think they could fuck it up too bad.
No, that's a good one. Sean, that sucks, man.
You know, Sean, I just before I started getting ready for the show here, I turned on YouTube. And it made me sign in, which it never makes me sign in. I had to sign in on the TV, and then it said, "We're having a problem, cannot sign in," and all that, and I had to do that 2 or 3 times. It finally signed me in, but there were several attempts where it says, "Cannot sign in," we're having a problem, having an issue or something.
Yeah. So, I was watching a documentary on YouTube a while ago, and it stopped playing, and it popped up, "Something's wrong." I'm like, yeah, it sure is, because you quit playing my dog. Oh, hello, baby.
Is that sassafras?
That's Twinkie.
Oh, that's who now?
Is it Twinkie?
Oh no, wait a minute. Let me get my glasses on. No, that's Twink. Twink is the skinny one. Twinkie's the fat one.
Oh,
they're sisters. Since my mom and dad have been taking care of her.
Oh,
yeah. They're pretty. Live in Dallas, and it seems servers are down everywhere in the U.S. I know. It makes you wonder, don't it? Glad come over though, Sean, and say hey to us. Hang in there. If we go down, we go down. You know how it goes. But we're going to try to hang in there with some pretty cool stuff. Okay.
Well, you know what we're here for. We're here for anything. We'll talk about anything. Anything you guys want to talk about, we'll talk about it. But we do have kind of a subject here, and this was Kathy's idea of what we consider underrated movies that we really like, but we don't hear talked about a lot. You don't see mentioned a lot. And maybe it might be a movie that was really popular back in the day, but over the years, it's, you know, you don't hear it mentioned much, and so it needs to be brought up again. You know, just movies, ideas for movies that you should check out that we think are good films and
Yeah, we enjoy. Yeah.
that we'll call underrated films. And so I'll let you, since your idea says, I'll let you start. Give us.
Okay, well, I'm going to start with one that I watched last night, and then I checked all the locks on the doors and on the windows and slept with my bathroom light on, which I don't do too often. But I was a little freaked out after watching 1996 From Dusk Till Dawn. Tell me that ain't the best, and tell me that ain't the best vampires that there are.
Titty Twister.
Yeah, you kept telling me that the other day. I was telling you about making my list, and you go, I said, why does he keep saying that? Okay.
That's the bar. It's a Titty Twister.
Also, I also saw when they're going across the border, Cheech is the one that comes up on the bus, right? And what about you go?
He plays a couple different parts in that.
See, he ain't right. Jay, you ain't right. I'm going to tell him the clown story about you if you ain't careful. And then, Jay, I can tell you what, when Jay turned off clowns permanently. Okay, so then I see that's who they're supposed to meet at the end of the movie. Come pulling up is Cheech. But Juliette Lewis, Harvey Keitel, we was grasping for his name when Jay and I were talking. Selma Hayek, and that was her first movie. And then let's give some Austin love to Robert Rodriguez. Yep, that was one of my favorite freaky movies. Now, I think I like the variation of vampires that are in there. Yep.
Got old Tom Savini with that gun popping up in his groin.
Oh yeah, that was good. Till it got
is that the one? Is that the movie with Selma Hayek or whatever her name is?
With the snake.
Yeah, when she does the thing with the snake, and oh my God, and then just her.
And then she goes to Tarantino, picks up that ball and pours it down her leg, stick her foot in his mouth, and he's drinking it off of her foot. And
Quentin Tarantino, George Clooney.
She was gorgeous back then. Well, she is now too, but George Clooney. Ooh, he was hot back in the day.
George, the first film that George Clooney did after ER, you know, because so it was.
Well, he was good and evil.
Tarantino likes speed.
Oh, is that why? Okay, and then George, and then George Clooney, Juliette Lewis, and Harvey Keitel and Selma Hayek. Now, and there was countless others, but that to me, I like it. I like it a lot. But it kind of gives me the willies when I watch it.
Well, it's supposed to. It's what I really like about the movie is like the first 15, 20 minutes of the movie is really a bank heist movie. You know, it's Quentin Tarantino and George Clooney have held up a bank and they're on the run.
Yeah.
And
that's that's the benefit of watching it on cable and not knowing what the hell it is. And then when the vampires show up, we're like, what the hell?
It just gets better, doesn't it?
So the vampire business is the way they introduce the vampires is really cool because it's something that, of course, if you've seen it, which I've seen it a dozen times, you don't expect it at first. You don't expect the vampires to show up.
And then they kidnap that poor old woman and at the bank, and they end up in that Fleabag hotel. And, you know, George says, don't touch her. You make her sit there. Well, he takes her in there and tries to get squirrely with her. Ends up killing her. And George
I like Tarantino. I like his movies. You don't care for him. But
I don't like his looks. His looks give me the creeps.
he's very creepy in the film. So
Yeah.
you know.
It's
But
like,
anyway,
yeah.
Sean says apparently there was a dispute between Clooney and Tarantino on the set. So
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's good to know. Yeah, but George
maybe
Clooney,
that helped their performance. So,
he kind of broke out of the rom-com because that's pretty much what is it, ER is what he was on.
yeah,
Yeah, that's kind of what that was.
I
And
think
then
it's the first film he made after ER. I think.
yeah, and so and he was mean in it. Okay, and then one more thing I want to say, and then y'all can chime in. I want to do an RIP to Diane Keaton. She passed at 79. She had a sudden illness of cancer of some sort hit her, and it wasn't long till it just took her, right? And I've got a few of her movies I'm going to talk about now. For the audience, yes, you might have to hear a little chick flick stuff from me because I respected that woman's talent. Was so versatile, and it wasn't all rom-com, but I could watch her movies and feel good. It's a feel-good movie, right? All of them. Okay. Somebody else's turn.
Well, no, I'm glad you brought her up because it's not often that hearing about a celebrity death really affects me, but that one affected me. I didn't like break down in tears or anything, but that was like, oh, because I always really liked Diane Keaton. It was Baby Boom, of course, the Godfather films, Annie Hall, yeah.
Father of the Bride.
Yeah, there's so
Steve
many
Martin.
that
Yeah.
I always really liked Diane Keaton, and I didn't know she was ailing. I didn't know that because I think she was acting. This is last year. I think she was making.
Yeah, she was. Yeah. I watched her two that she did in 2024, like consecutively.
Yeah.
I really, really, really liked.
Yeah, you never know when it's gonna get you.
No.
No.
They say
Leatherface. What do you have?
Oh, for an underrated movie. Have y'all ever seen that film, The Evictors? It was directed by Charles B. Pierce, the dude who did The Town That Dreaded Sundown. Oh, that movie's creepy as hell. These people, they move into a house, and there's this guy, he's like living in the house, and they don't know it. And so if the electric man comes to fix the electricity, he murders them. But he makes it look like it's an accident. And then, like, if the plumber or something comes, like, he, like, kills them, too. It makes it look like an accident.
Oh, my
And then he
Lord.
starts fucking with them, and the police can't catch him. And it's supposedly based on a true story, like Boggy Creek and The Town That Dreaded Sundown. But it's like,
Yeah.
and the dude is scary looking because he looks like someone that you would see at the flea market or something, like a normal dude.
Yeah.
And he
Right.
just, like, fucking murders people. It's called The Evictors.
The Victor. I'm writing it down.
The
Yeah.
Evictors, yeah. It's a Charles B. Pierce movie. It's very creepy.
Sorry.
But the husband has to work, and like the wife's by herself, and so this real shady shit, with the town, and yeah, it's hard to explain without giving a lot away, but it's good. I like it. It's cool.
I'm gonna try.
I would say it's not as good as The Legend of Boggy Creek or The Town That Dreaded Sundown, but it's pretty good if you can find it.
I'm gonna try to search for it and find it.
The
What you got, Jay?
Well, I'll start, and I watch this movie probably once a year, and usually watch it around this time of year, around October, around Halloween time. And it's one I still don't hear a lot talked about, but to me, it's like one of my favorite creepy movies about a creepy person doing creepy things, and that is Magic with Anthony Hopkins.
They're remaking that.
Fuck a remake.
I know that's what I'm saying.
But anyway, Magic with Anthony Hopkins, Burgess Meredith is in it, and Margaret, still looking pretty. She was starting getting up there in years, but she was still pretty, and Margaret. But anyway, it's a man. He's a magician, and he does like card tricks and stuff. And he's like at bars doing his card tricks, and no one's paying attention. They're getting drunk. They don't want to. They don't care about the damn guy and his card tricks, And he can't really make it, But he comes up with a twist to his act. He introduces a dummy, a ventriloquist doll called Fats. And he throws his voice and does the voice of Fats, and then Fats cursing and tells dirty jokes and stuff.
And they start looking and watching him, huh?
And they do a little magic act and stuff, and it becomes really popular. Anthony Hopkins and Fats, the dummy.
Yeah.
The problem is Fats becomes kind of like a real person to Anthony Hopkins. He thinks he's real. He thinks he's actually exists. And of course, he does the voice of both Fats and himself, of course. But he's, got a split personality thing going, and Fats becomes a real living being to him and can control him and make him do things he didn't want to do and make him commit murder. And yeah. It's a great Jerry Goldsmith score.
Yeah.
I love the trailer for it. If you go on YouTube and watch it,
one of the scariest trailers ever.
It's like presto. What does he say? Presto chango. He me.
I still know it. Abracadabra. I sit on his knee. Presto chango, and now he is me. Hocus pocus. We take her to bed. Magic is fun. We are dead. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I
scary face.
Meanwhile, yeah.
It's a dummy's face, and he's all scary.
And he does this kind of.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh god! And it's that and the It's Alive trailer are the two scariest movie trailers I've ever seen. But yeah, Magic. If you haven't seen Magic, it's streaming. I forget where. It might be on Tubi or on Amazon channel. But anyway, look it up. You haven't seen Magic, you got to see Magic. Great performance by Anthony Hopkins with this sort of split personality. Very creepy, very Halloween-y.
Yeah.
Get you in the mood for Halloween. Yeah, go see Magic.
Does it make you kind of sad they're remaking that though?
They just need to leave it alone. But that's my opinion.
Yeah, it kind of bums me out when they do that, because then when you talk about it, you always have to mention like it's kind of like a pain in the ass.
It's the first one, the best one.
But then Sean said, if I can contribute, I'd like to mention the Mothman Prophecies as an underrated movie.
I love that movie.
I don't think I've ever seen it. I've always heard of it. I've never
seen it. You gotta watch it.
Yeah. We're in agreement on that one. It was one of the ones that I watched. I didn't really know what to expect, and I didn't really realize that it was based on a true legend. In that, I think in the Boston, Mass area.
My mom didn't even tell me what the hell it was, and I watched it, and I was like, what the hell is the Mothman? That sounds stupid, and I watched it, like, damn, that movie's freaking creepy as hell.
It's good, yeah. See, I like those thrillers, mysteries, freaky. Yes, that's
my favorite part is when he goes to visit the hospital. They're like, he was drawing angels. And it's these scary Mothmen with red eyes. They're like, that ain't no angels.
Might want to look again,
And Acres, a perfect getaway is underrated. Yeah, I don't have any getaways, so.
Well, I got one. Well, I got two. One I really I want to talk about real quick, and the other one is an honorable mention. Okay. Jay can lend more knowledge to this one, and you probably could too, Brandon. I've seen it a handful of times, but let's take a trip to London. Okay, we're going to talk about let's backpack through the London countryside. We're going to go in this pub, An American Werewolf in London, 1981. It's werewolf, horror, and comedy, all rolled up in one. Now, I know, Jay, you said, well, no, now the horror people know that one, but maybe they did. There may be people out there that hadn't even thought about watching it.
Well, I mean,
it's good.
That one is right at the top. If you're a horror fan, that's one of your favorites is American Werewolf in London. That one that at the time, I remember way back then, and this was what, like 81, 82. Do you know what the
It
year?
came out in 81.
81, yeah.
And it's on the Roku channel if anybody wants to watch it again.
And I used to, and it's also on Tubi. Tubi has it also.
Tubi.
I used to subscribe to Life magazine, and I got an issue of Life, and it had a big spread of the transformation scene where David Naughton turns into the werewolf. And it had a little interview with Rick Baker, who did the effects, and it was so cool looking at. I just couldn't wait to see this movie, and I don't think I saw it in a theater. I think it wasn't until like VHS, and I finally was able to see the movie. But that's right at the top. Is as far as a werewolf movie, it's probably at the top.
I like his friend that's a corpse in Raj.
Yeah.
I feel so sorry for the friend. He's like, what?
So you need to kill yourself now. You need to
Do you
take yourself out.
Do you think the werewolf transformation is better in that than the Howling?
I think so. It's
I kind of
different.
put them
I
even.
think so too.
Yeah.
They're such different types of transformations. I did Rob Bottin did the Howling. Of course, did the thing. But yeah, Rob Bottin did those effects. I think originally Rick Baker was supposed to do the Howling, but then he got transferred to American Werewolf. But yeah,
That
no.
was so good. And
Good
my honorable mention, and then I'll leave it to you guys to do a couple or more. Requiem for a Dream.
Oh, I love that movie.
2000 it came out. Addictions, Destructive Spiral.
The new movie by the director is getting a lot of really good reviews. I want to see that.
What's the new movie by the director?
Yeah, what's the name of it?
God, what is the name of that? It's got Leonardo DiCaprio's in it. I forget what it's called.
Hot Stilling?
No, it's not called Stilling. No, we saw the trailer for it, but it's got Leonardo DiCaprio. I forget who else is in it. And God, I forget the name of it, but I really want to see it. And the reviews have been, they're saying this might
But
be.
that Requiem for a Dream, that shit'll make you not want to do drugs. Like, I didn't even want to take diet pills. I didn't know diet pills could do that.
Well, yeah, what they need to do is when people come to rehab and they're still itching and sickly, but not real bad, and they still know what's going on, and before they leave, make them watch that one and Substance. I watched Substance, Brandon. That freaked me out. But it
I
was
like
so
the Substance.
good.
The ending was a bit too much, but it was kind of stupid, but I liked it overall.
The concept of it, I really like that. If you do what you got to do it the way you're supposed to do it.
As far as a performance, an acting performance, Ellen Burstyn in Requiem for a Dream, she should have won the Oscar for that Best Actress.
that movie should be in the horror section though, because that shit's scary. There's scary shit in there.
If you're thinking about doing hard drugs, watch the movie first.
Yeah, but Ellen Burstyn, she just wanted to just go on a diet. She didn't know it was going to fuck her up like that.
No.
Well, there was a damn scam. She got a phone call saying she's going to be on TV, she's going to win an award and all that, and she wants to look good for the television. And it's a damn scam. It's just people.
Well, yeah, but she didn't know it, Jay.
She didn't know it, but she thinks she's going to be on
trying
TV. So she's
trying to get extra pretty.
Dude, that ending fucking gets you too, because she's like all demented and shit in the mental hospital, and then Jared Leto like loses his arm and they're in jail, and Dwayne's brothers dude is all in jail and shit. And that one lady's a prostitute, and who's that? Is it the black dude from God, what's his name? He's in it too, as like I don't know what he was, like a pimp or something. Scatman Crothers, was it? Not Scatman Crothers. I don't know. It's crazy, but it's just I was watching. I was traumatized. That shit stuck with me.
It's scary, and
I think that's what's supposed to. It's supposed to be something particularly,
yeah.
But it's a movie about addiction. Ellen Burstyn being addicted to the diet drugs, and then her son being addicted to drugs, and his partner, because they get a lot of money selling drugs, and they're really set up, but they can't stay off the shit. And then
I can't take it.
They can't stay off the shit, and the money starts going down and down and down until there's nothing left, and there's nothing left of them. And poor Ellen Burstyn losing her mind, is physically falling apart and mentally falling apart.
That shit.
Yeah.
I was watching that shit, and there's like a montage of all the bad shit happening, and then like that one girl has to do like a sex act or something, and they're like ass to ass, and they go to something else, and there's crazy shit happening. I was like, ugh.
But Acres is Paul Thomas Anderson, yeah. But do you know what the name of the movie is? Acres, the new one. I really want to see it because I've seen Cody Leach says it's one of his favorite films of the year so far.
Oh my gosh, yeah. We gotta
and-
watch it.
But anyway, I just know Leonardo DiCaprio was in it. I forget what it's called. I forget the name of it. And she says, "Working for Dream" was Darren Aronofsky who made Caught Stealing. Yeah. Okay, so I'm wrong. You're right. It is. He did make Caught Stealing. Darren Leatherface. You were right, and I'm wrong. I'm thinking of Paul Thomas Anderson. That's got the new movie that did what was it? There Will Be Blood, and yeah. So I was wrong there. I got mixed up here, but I still want to see it. I want to see the Paul Thomas Anderson movie. I want to see Caught Stealing 2 and Roof Man.
I want to see Roof Man, based on a true story.
Based on a true story, and Cody Leach said you got to see Roof Man. He said he loved Roof Man. He says it's funny, it's touching. And it's based on a true story about a guy who robbed all these Toys R Us stores.
The midget in it.
He was homeless, so he would stay in them.
For months, he lived at Toys R Us. And like eating like potato chips and just eating whatever he could get, living at Toys R Us. But he robbed all these different stores. But everyone liked him because he was so nice to them. If they were cold, he'd get them a coat, because he'd make them stay like in a freezer or something like that. But first, he'd make sure they all had coats and they were warm. He was nice to everybody, even though he's robbing them.
Yeah.
But everyone really liked him. He was real nice to everybody. But Cody Leach says he just loved it. He said you got to see that. You got to see the Roof Man.
Yeah. I want to see.
I had a weird dream about that midget Peter Dinklage from that movie. For some reason, I dreamt he was trying to steal my blood. And like I couldn't move, and I didn't want to give it to him. And then I finally was going to give it to him, and he said it's too late for that. And I woke up.
I'm fixing to start.
But anyway, the name of the new movie that Paul Thomas Anderson is One Battle After Another.
Thank you, Acres.
One Battle After Another. Yeah.
I like Peter Dinklage. I don't even know what the hell that was about. That was weird. Y'all ever? I don't even know. I was like, what the fuck? And I had a weird dream that Ed Gein guy was in my doorway just watching me.
Can't watch it. I don't know. I can't
He's
watch
going
it.
like this.
I'm about to finish it. I'm enjoying it, but it's so over the top. And what's funny is that in the series, Ed Gein's not even the craziest person in the series. He gets a girlfriend. She's nuts. She finds him a dead body to dig up so he can have someone to fuck because she's not ready to fuck him yet. So she helps him dig up a woman that's buried next to his mother. And of course, his mother, his ghost, is tormenting him, and talking to him. He's got a decomposed body in his house.
And then he finds a crazy lady that's okay with his weird fetishes and shit. And then, so he gets laid and then he kills her or something.
And the girl that he's having a infatuation with, well, after she helps him find a body to screw, she finally agrees to screw him, and he tries to do it and says, "Well, you're too warm."
And he dumped her an eye.
Body. So
Oh
she,
my gosh.
she gets in a damn tub and he pours ice water on top to get her cold enough so he can be satisfied and screw her. And that's what's crazy about the movie.
And then he dresses in lingerie and chokes himself while, doing the deed. And it's just a crazy. You got to make sure no one's around when you watch that shit. Like, you
Oh,
watch
yeah.
the doors.
I mean,
My coworker said, I walked in and my husband turned it off. I'm like, I bet he did turn it off.
and there's a woman that runs the hardware store in town, and she has a little fling with him, and she's nuts.
Yeah.
Everyone's nuts. It's
She's
like
She's crazier than him because she goes along with everything too. Like, oh, you want to wear my underwear? It's okay. You wear my underwear.
She gives him her underwear as a gift. Yeah, you can have my bra and panty. You like to
And
wear
then
my bra.
Nazis show up. Like, he starts having visions of Nazis and Jews and crazy stuff. You're like, what the heck? It's great.
I mean, I'm enjoying it, but I thought it was going to be a more realistic.
The soundtrack is Pet Shop Boys.
Oh,
It's great. It's crazy. I like it though.
yeah.
Well, yeah, particularly this time of year, it's something really it's very creepy, very gory, and
y'all think though that some of that stuff, because they're using real people's name, could be kind of like slander? Because I was watching the other monster series about the Menendez brothers, and they're using the dad's real name, and they're making the dad look like he was a predator. So couldn't that be like slander?
Ed Gein influenced.
He's dead.
Psycho. So you have
but the family could still sue. That's why I would I was just curious about that.
Change the name to protect yourself when you're making a movie.
Alfred Hitchcock's in the movie, and Anthony Perkins is in it because Ed Gein influenced Psycho. You have Toby Hooper and everyone in the Texas Chainsaw Massacres in the series because Ed Gein influenced the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. What I wondered though is the way Anthony Perkins is depicted. He was bisexual. He was sort of a closet homosexual. He's had sex with women. Of course, he had kids. They had at least one kid because Osgood Perkins, the director, is his son. But I just wondered what Osgood thinks about the show. The way his father is depicted.
The ending of the series is really weird. I don't want to spoil it, but you're like, it's like, what the fuck?
Sounds like the whole thing would make me think that.
The whole series is what the fuck.
It's kind of like, you remember we saw that movie, Jay, and then something happened. Everyone in the theater was like, what the fuck? And then the character was like, what the fuck?
Weapons.
That's what the whole Ed Gein thing is like.
I still need to see that. I don't know where
it's still streaming for $10.
I loved Weapons, though. I know some people hated it. I loved it.
Weapons was one of my favorite films I've seen.
Oh no, I love it. I know I will. I saw the trailers for it, but I don't go to the movie.
Speaking of,
Weapons surprised me because there was things that started to happen that I wasn't expecting. I don't want to spoil anything, but when it gets to who the main villain is in Weapons, they're like, oh, okay, and it's really cool. And I heard that a prequel movie about that woman is being maybe being made, which I want to see.
Speaking of underrated movies, have y'all seen that Ed Gein film Deranged, where they actually changed the names of the people and shit? Where the old man from Home Alone is Ed Gein or Ezra Cobb. The old man in the church who's friends with the Home Alone kid. He's like digging up bodies, and it's called Deranged: Confessions of a Necrophile.
Oh
and
my
he's
gosh.
like, and the old man from Home Alone is like murdering people and like eating soup out skulls and stuff. And the song is The Old Rugged Cross. That's the soundtrack. And I was in church and I was thinking of that movie and I couldn't stop laughing and I got in trouble.
Yeah. Well,
and I was to leave.
That was my mama's favorite spiritual.
Do 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 do, and he's just murdering people and cutting them up, and it's the old rugged cross.
Yeah,
it
we
was sang,
played
it was
it.
sang in her funeral service.
She was cremated, so it was a memorial service.
And they defended him too. They're like, oh, Ed did it. And like, no, he didn't. He's a good man. You leave him alone. And it turned out he did do it.
So I ran across. Well, it's your turn, Brandon. Did you want to bring one
Yeah,
up?
that was the one. That was mine. Deranged.
Okay, check this out. I was scrolling around on TV just looking for something that I had never seen with somebody in it that I know. And I found Morgan Freeman, Billy Bob Thornton, Kirsten Dunst, Holly Hunter, and Levity. And Billy Bob Thornton is the lead character in it, along with Morgan Freeman. Now the girls, they got their parts too, but Billy Bob Thornton was so good. He played a guy that had just got out of the pen. He did 21 years in the penitentiary for killing him and these two other boys that went to held up like a 7-Eleven or short, whatever it's called, short and stop or whatever the name of it was. And they killed him, right? And he goes back to the same little town. It wasn't a big city. It was more like a town. And he's trying to find, which he found pretty quick, this boy's sister, Holly Hunter. And he starts courting her. And they go out to eat, and he's acting real shy and stuff. Well, he finally let her know what happened after he slept with her. And it was so good. Morgan Freeman played this preacher that had this community center, and he took in Billy Bob Thornton, But you would think this doesn't sound good, but y'all, it's good. Levity, Levity. And then my next one, Feel Good Movies, Stir Crazy, 1980.
Oh, is that Richard Pryor?
Yeah,
I like that one.
Hilarious prison misadventures with Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder. It came out in 1980. That's another one of my feel good ones. Okay, what you got, Jay?
Well, this is one, and of course, if you're a horror fan, you know this one. But it's one I don't, as far as the John Carpenter films, I don't hear mentioned as often as it should be mentioned. Because my favorite horror film is The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing. But there's hardly a movie that exists that was made in the 80s that's more relevant now than They Live.
Oh, hell yeah.
That movie could be made now, and it would be, it would make sense now. Roddy Piper, Rowdy Roddy Piper, Keith David, Roddy Piper plays like a homeless guy. He's kind of, a drifter, and he finds this encampment that, people are living in, homeless people are living in, where he can have a place to live and people, get some work, get some odd jobs. And someone at the camp hands Roddy Piper a pair of shades, dark shades. Says, put these on. He's like, why do I want to put these on? And he puts them on. And when he looks at like a billboard or something like that, he sees, instead of an advertisement for cigarettes, it says, reproduce, submit, get married, whatever.
But soon.
It's subliminal messages that everyone is being controlled because most of the people in the world are aliens.
Oh, cool.
Power are aliens. And the look of the aliens is so cool. They've got this sort of skull look, that's got kind of
they're very oozy looking too. It's real gross. Like they're all like kind of oozy looking.
Yeah.
And then like sometimes they notice him with the glasses. Like they'll kind of look at him and they'll be like, "There he is. He knows," or something.
But anyway, that movie is, like I say, it could be made now, and it would make all the sense in the world living under Trump's reign. Because
Well,
back when it was
what's crazy? Well, what's crazy is it's all like people. No one. People just follow the herd. They're all sheep, and at the end of the day, you try to spread the truth, and you're the bad guy. So I think it's just best to just mind your business. That's what he
well,
should have done, and instead of wearing the
yeah,
glasses.
the when your glasses, you see reality, and you see that everything, all these subliminal messages to control people, to make people, stay in line. And one of the best scenes ever is that fight between Roddy Piper and Keith David that just goes on for on and on and on and on. With this Roddy Piper trying to get Keith David to put on the shades so he can see reality for what it is, but he don't want to put on the shades. And
It always bugged me. It always bugged me. I'm like, just put the damn shades on. It only takes a second.
But no, they have this long drag out fight. And they're picking up, trash can lids and hitting each other in the head with it. And it just goes on for it feels like it goes on for 20 minutes. It isn't that long, but it's ridiculously long fight to get him to finally put on those shades. And one of the best lines came to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of bubble gum.
That's actually from his wrestling days too.
Oh, he said that?
Yeah, it's I saw an interview with John Carpenter, and John Carpenter went back and watched a lot of his interviews, and that was the one he picked. He wanted him to say because he was feuding with a guy named Playboy Buddy Rose, and he said something about Buddy Rose was fat, so he ate a bunch of food, but I'm here to chew bubble gum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubble gum.
All out of bubble gum.
Yeah.
Good
Well, I
one.
guess maybe that's the that's the way it's said.
Yeah, they kind of switched it up for the film a little bit, but that's kind of that's why Roddy Piper, he's kind of good. He's like one of the better wrestlers turned actors. I know Dwayne Johnson and all them, but
I had a nice chat with him because we were at the Texas Frightmare weekend when I was promoting the Dawn prequel book I wrote. And so I had a table there at Texas Frightmare, and he was there. And it was after the show when, the people are gone, but there's still people, getting their tables gathered up and stuff like that. So there were still some guests that were still in the room, and Roddy Piper was there. And I went to his table, looked at some of his pictures, and I said, I had got a DVD. I think I still have it. That's got a real cool documentary about him, about his wrestling career and all that. I'm not a big wrestling fan, but I love documentaries, and I really like that documentary about him. And that's what I told him. I said, I got a DVD. It's got a documentary that's really good about you. I really enjoyed that. He goes, oh, well, thank you, sir. He said, I love documentaries too. Anything about Civil War, I love. And had a nice little chat with Roddy Piper, so that was really cool. Because he passed away a few years ago, which is sad. But I got to get to have a little chat with him was really cool. So, but okay, who's next?
I think
have you ever seen the Michael Madsen film called Against All Hope, where he's like an alcoholic and he's trying to get sober and shit?
I don't think I've seen it.
It's like one of the first movies he was ever in. And it's a really good film about how he's just trying to get sober, but he can't, and he just keeps fucking up and drinking and stuff. And yeah, it's a good film, and it kind of, a lot of people think that drugs will fuck you up, but alcohol will fuck you up just as bad or worse.
Yeah, it's alcoholism. Our uncle, Uncle Willie, he was a bad alcoholic, and as he got older, he got a better handle on it, but he never ever completely quit drinking. But yeah, he married a woman. They was drinking together, but she could cook like nobody's business. They'd feed us good steak dinners and all kinds of. They make that chili with the beer in it, cook it most of the day. Oh man, it was some good eating over at Uncle Willie's house.
I don't know, Sean. Honestly,
Let's see.
I never cared for my character in Dawn too much. Uh, if I did a remake or a reboot, I wouldn't have him. Uh, but yeah,
I've
it's a
tried,
thought.
Sean. I've tried to talk him into it. Everybody
I
else
thought
liked it.
I thought your character was pretty good because you were the only one who really knew what was going on, though.
Kind of the psychic
Yeah.
Yeah,
detective guy. Uh, yeah, I mean it's a thought. You know, um,
you should bring back Chester Grimm if anything.
I don't know. I've
Everybody
been thinking
loved him.
about that. I talked to Ray today. The poor guy's got a bum knee that looked pitiful, and just terrible that he's dealing with that. But you know, I could do like a little, just a little, like I do like a show now, and get in that Chester Grim makeup and kind of talk with folks or something. But okay, well here's another one. Here's another creepy performance. And here's my thing about Robin Williams. As a comedian, I could not stand him. I could not stand his shtick. And he would do the voices and shit, and he would go on the
I loved it.
Tonight
I loved it
Show,
too.
David Letterman, and I couldn't stand that. I wanted to reach through the screen and strangle him. I couldn't stand his shtick. But as an actor, I thought he was one of the best. He could be a great, serious actor. And 1 hour photo.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a real good one. It's creepy.
Oh, he's creepy in that movie. Oh man, is he creepy? And he works at a photomat, like a 1 hour photo back when you would get film developed, and that's where he works. And he becomes infatuated with this woman and her son. Because he's lonely, he doesn't have anyone, doesn't really have any friends, he lives by himself, and so he sort of vicariously lives his life through this woman and her son, and particularly her son. He gives him one of them disposable cameras, and he develops the pictures, and he makes copies of all the pictures that he develops, which he shouldn't do, but he does. And he's got them on his wall, all these pictures that the boy has taken and different people have taken. And he's creepy as hell in that movie because he's lonely, and he's sort of slowly losing his mind, being infatuated with this boy.
How many people bought that DVD thinking it was a comedy or like some kind of Hallmark film and watched it? Was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I'm telling you. That's
but
Isn't the case of him with film like this and he kind of smiling? So I can see someone like, oh, this is a family movie.
it would be Robin Williams, but yeah. He's the creepiest role he was ever in. I think is that one.
That movie really kind of freaked me out too because like you could find it. It's like anybody can find you type shit.
Oh yeah, because they got your address. They know what you look like. You and your kids and family. Oh, I can't read that, Jay.
Another underrated Robin Williams film where he plays the villain is Insomnia with Al Pacino.
Oh man, that was a good one too. Insomnia. Yeah, that was a really good. Yep. Of course, I'm kind of partial to Al Pacino, but
I try to get one of my coworkers to watch Cruising, and I think that's a really good film. You just kind of got to get past all the, S&M and stuff. But I think it's I like that movie. But I just think Al Pacino should have done more questioning. All he did was just kind of go to the bar and just sit there and drink.
Yeah, he was working.
No, but like he could have been like they could have had some scenes to where he's like, "Hey, what's going on?" or have them talking about what's going on. Yeah. But he's like dancing and getting high. Like no wonder they didn't catch the killer.
Yeah, I watched One I like a lot, and I go back to it every great once in a while because I think it's one of her better acting gigs. Was Denzel Washington, Angelina Jolie, 1999's Bone Collector.
That sounds familiar. I don't think I've ever seen that though.
Bone Collector. Angelina is a cop trying to stop a serial killer, and Denzel Washington is a quadriplegic in bed. He's a forensic criminology expert. Together, they try to figure out who the killer's next victim is going to be. It's very suspenseful and it's very good. And I think, I'm not a big fan of hers. Well, I liked her in Salt, but I think she did an excellent job. And this came out again in 1999, when she was just getting started good. Then if we want to laugh a little bit, let's go over to 1988's Tom Cruise, Dustin Hoffman's Rain Man.
Uh-oh.
Gotta go to Kmart.
Wapner.
Oh, yeah. That was so good. Dustin Hoffman playing a mentally challenged person. Oh my gosh. I worked at the state school. I volunteered out there for birthday parties and stuff. He nailed it. I'm talking, he nailed that character.
His condition was called savant, autistic savant.
Yeah.
Where he wasn't, I guess what you would say, retarded, but he well, it's hard to describe,
Well, he was, yeah.
Mentally challenged, but
right.
One thing he could do to an extraordinary degree is count.
Math.
They're at a restaurant. The waitress drops some what is it? Toothpicks, and he just right away 48, whatever. He knows what the number is of the toothpicks.
Yeah, just a glance. Yeah.
And so Tom Cruise gets the idea of taking him to Las Vegas because he can count the cards.
Yeah.
And but yeah, great performance by him, by Dustin Hoffman, but yeah, that's a good one.
Yep. What y'all got?
Have you ever seen Christmas Evil?
I don't think I have.
Where the guy, it's like Taxi Driver, but the dude thinks he's Santa Claus.
Yeah, it's Santa Claus, but it's
and he writes people's name in the good book and the bad book, and he gives people presents, but he also murders people.
Well,
it's kind of a Die Hard kind of feel to it, if I'm remembering right. I need to see it again, but yeah.
It's John Waters' favorite movie called Christmas Evil.
I gotta try to find
it's one of my favorite Killer Santa movies. I love watching it.
Maybe I'm thinking of something different.
Yeah, you're thinking of something else because when you said Die Hard, I'm at a loss.
Wait a few years.
Yeah, he sees his mom like having sex with Santa Claus, and he goes crazy, and then he thinks he's Santa Claus, and he glues a bunch of hair to his face, and he makes it to where it won't come off, and he just he kills people, and he works at the toy factory. And someone lies to get out of work, and he catches them at a bar drinking, and so he writes his name in the bad book, and he's kind of retarded, so he tried to go down the chimney, but he wouldn't fit, so he broke in the house and murdered the dude.
My gosh, I'll teach you to lie.
Yeah, and then he gave some toys to some kids and went to a Christmas party, and then he murdered some more people that were bad. It's also called You Better Watch Out some places, too.
Yeah.
Like on Tubi, it's called Christmas Evil, but other places it's called Better Watch Out.
We got Darren here. Hey, Darren, from Darren. Across the pond in, what is it? It's not England. What is it? Where are you at?
Wales. He's in Wales.
Wales.
He should jump on if he can.
I hope you're all doing well. Hey, I hope you're all doing well. Alice, Sweet Alice is the one I would say.
That creepy ass mask.
Yeah.
And that raincoat. Yeah, that's a weird. Isn't who's in that movie? That famous actress?
Oh, what is it? No one, nothing comes between me and my Calvins.
Wait a minute. I could have told you if you didn't say it, if you hadn't asked.
Shit. Hang on.
Susan Sarandon? No.
No, it's not Susan Sarandon.
Brooks. Her last name is Brooks. Or Brooke.
Brooke Shields.
That's
Brooke
it.
Shields. There you go. Brooke
There
Shields.
you go.
There you go. Brooke Shields.
First name is Brooke.
But yeah, no, that's one really good this time of year to watch. It's a good Halloween kind of movie. That Mask you talked about. So
Hey, would Darren like to come on or?
yeah, Darren, if you let me know if you want to join us, I'll put the link here in the chat here.
That movie freaks me out. But the thing is I really realized how good high definition is, or DVD at the time or whatever, because my mom had it on an old beat up VHS tape and I didn't really care for it, but when I saw it on DVD it was almost like a different movie because it was like cleaned up and in widescreen and shit.
Ooh.
Last night I had to watch it, 1998's Practical Magic, because they're coming out with number 2, Sisterhood Adventures, Nicole Kidman, Sandra Bullock, and their witches.
Hey Darren, if you wanted to join us, there's the link there. You can, if you want to join us.
I've been trying to start a coven with some people. And it's been kind of going okay.
Well, that's good. Yeah.
I'm hoping my Blair Witch tattoo and tarot cards will make it fun. We can have a coven.
We need you one of the black capes.
What would you do at this coven?
I can't talk about it because you have to be in the coven.
Yeah,
you could be in the coven, Jay.
I don't know. That's unspoken.
You could dress up like the devil from Haxon.
Well, if you're going to be eating that damn head cheese, I don't know.
Well, he ain't going to be sitting right on top of you. Come on.
The head cheese is I might go get some now. I'm kind of craving it.
You can, by the way, if you want to take off your mask, you don't have to keep that mask on. It's creepy. It's inappropriate for the season, but you don't have to keep that on if you don't want to.
Yeah, I kind of got used to it.
That's fine. Yeah, you keep it on. It makes the show interesting. It makes the show different.
I feel like it's kind of like a pair of like shoes. Like sometimes you got to stretch out a pair of shoes to break them in.
Oh yeah.
The more I wear this, the looser it feels. So it's kind of good. I put it on to break it in some.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you out, Brandon. I'm about to call you out. You ready?
Okay.
I sent you a message. I think you probably got it. I was crawling around on your channel, and I found you in a bar singing, or in a club singing
Karaoke.
The boy can sing, y'all. He can carry a dang tune. Me and Jay can't, but Brandon, you're a good singer.
I'm good. I'm good when it's like something that's like classic country, but someone at the bar wanted me to sing "Who's Watching Me," that Rockwell song, and it was terrible. Yeah. But I could do some David Allan Coe good.
Well, that country one you did was, banging. I really thought it was great. I don't know what Darren said, Jay.
He's about to go to bed, so yeah.
Oh, okay. I watched
2 a.m. Where he's at.
Yeah, I knew it was. Yeah. 6 Souls on Tubi. It's a thriller horror, and Julianne Moore, and her father is a well-known psychiatrist, and calls her and says, "I want you to come see this guy. He's multiple personalities." And she's like, "No, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. All the studies we've done all these years, Dad, I don't believe it. You don't believe it." And she got to come see this guy. And so she says, "Well, okay." And so I don't remember where they're at, but anyway, she flies out and she comes over there. And she's also a psychiatrist, well versed in her field, many years behind her. And there's this guy And it's the mother that plays this guy's mother, Jay, is the matriarch in 6 Feet Under. And she's such a good actress. And the guy has 6 personalities. And you can be watching him. She can be talking to him. And they wheel him in a wheelchair. And next thing you know, he's doing all this weird and changes into somebody completely different and stands up and walks around. Normally, he's wheelchair bound. And it's
This is
freaky.
six souls.
A number 6 souls, SOULS, two words.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's on TV. And it's really freaky when you're watching him change, right? And that's what the dad said. When you're with him, be careful. Be careful. Because some of those souls are mean, okay? And the mother that is the lead mother on the series 6 Feet Under is his mother in this. Him and I can't call his name because I don't think he's all that well known, but boy, he plays this good. Ooh, it was freaky. I've seen it before, but it's been a while.
Well, let me call out 2 Peter Sellers movies. Now, of course, he made the Pink Panther movies, and I like the Pink Panther stuff.
I do too.
I love Peter Sellers, but the 2 I'm going to bring up, one of the best comedies ever made. I mean, the cream of the crop is Dr. Strangelove. And Stanley Kubrick, who of course directed, and Peter Sellers plays 3 roles in the movie. And they're all very distinctive and very different.
Cool.
But it's so funny. George C. Scott's really funny in it. And it's about a crazed general that starts a nuclear strike against Russia because he thinks Russia is invading our precious vital fluids, meaning putting fluoride in the water, because I don't know if they still do that, but they used to put fluoride.
They still do.
In water. And he thinks that is a government plot or a Russian government plot to invade our bodies and our precious vital fluids. And he's crazy. So he sends a nuclear bomber to go drop a nuclear bomb on Russia.
Oh my God.
And now you have Peter Sellers is an officer that works under him that's trying to get him to stop this, of course. You got Peter Sellers playing the president of the United States. There's this great conversation he has on the phone with the Russian leader. No, Dmitry, listen, Dmitry, I'm sorry, Dmitry. Great conversation he has. And he's Dr. Strangelove, a former Nazi that can't control his right, I think it's right or left hand that keeps coming up, and saluting, Sieg Heil, and he has to try to hold it down, And this voice he does, Dr. Strangelove. 3 great performances by Peter Sellers, very distinctive, very different, and just the funniest movie ever to me is Dr. Strangelove, and it's a all-time classic.
I'm gonna have to check that out. I heard the name but never seen it.
Oh my gosh! Well, to me, it's one of the funniest movies ever, and it's a damn classic. Of course, it's one of the best movies ever made. To me, it's just right up there. It's one of my favorite movies ever. Dr. Strangelove. And then the other Peter Sellers performance is, I think it's his last film, Being There. And it's about this old man, and he's a gardener, and his name is Gardner, Chauncey Gardner. That's his name, Chauncey Gardner. And that's what he is. He's a gardener. And he's, I guess you would call mentally challenged. He talks real light, real slow. He likes to watch TV. So he'll sit in front of the TV for hours and just watch TV. He's a man of few words. He only talks when spoken to. Someone talks to him. Oh, okay. Yes. But everyone thinks he's a damn genius. They think the things he says are like, like he's saying these great, very poetic things. He's not, he's just not saying anything poetic, anything that's very, innovative or anything. But everyone thinks he's this damn genius. When really he's this guy.
What are you eating, Brandon?
Hog-head cheese.
Oh, okay.
That's all he eats. That's
Well,
all.
no, it ain't all the man eats, but I knew you'd mention you need to go get you some more.
But
so.
anyway, being there, another great performance by Peter Sellers, and I think he passed away after this movie. But yeah, great performance by Peter Sellers. This real soft-spoken man that I guess he's kind of mentally challenged. He's a gardener. He tends to his garden, and everyone thinks he's this genius that he isn't. But a great movie. But anyway, the two Peter Sellers movie, Doctor Strangelove, like I say, one of the all-time best movies ever made.
Yeah, she's like me. I give her some pieces with the big cartilage. That's what I like. Excuse me.
And she's like, "That's good stuff."
It is good stuff.
I haven't seen Eyes Wide Shut in a long time.
I need to watch that one too.
I need to see it again. I saw it in the theater when it came out. I saw it on video.
Would you read it? I don't have my glasses on because of the glare.
It's a school.
Eyes Wide Shut. Okay, I'm with you now. I'm with you.
Tom Cruise is in it. Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
When they were a couple.
They did the mask and went to the
Speaking of Nicole Kidman, y'all ever see that movie, The Others?
Yes.
I would put that as an underrated one.
Yeah, I think so too.
I love the ending to that.
That movie, it's effective, it's creepy, but the ending made me cry.
Oh,
I loved it.
Yeah.
Well, and two, it took me forever in that movie to catch on. I'm like, no, wait a minute.
That's what's so good about it, because if you watch The Sixth Sense, I knew Bruce Willis was a ghost because the kid sees dead people, but it's like, oh, he's probably a ghost. But in this one, you think that the others are the ghosts, but really it turns out, the twist is the same.
It just flew right over my head
It did me too.
Yeah. Sixth Sense, yeah. Yeah, I pretty much figured that out. And that poor little boy, that was the only place he could go for refuge, And I realized, oh, okay. There's the reasons for that. Now, all you horror people are going to jump on me with both feet, but I'm going to say this one, okay? 2022's first Smile. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, I like that one.
Oh, Smile. Okay.
The first one. The second one, I didn't care. I mean, I'll watch it. It was okay. But the first one really gave me the willies. Okay. Yeah. And it's on Paramount Plus right now if anybody wants to look at the first one.
It's kind of a addictive curse that the people, they smile. And, the first one is really creepy.
Yeah.
Everyone that's doing that smile is really creepy. I like the second one.
Yeah, it was okay.
It's the better one, but I did like the second one.
Yeah, like I said, the second one was okay, but the first one, 2022, that's the one I really liked.
I didn't see the second. I didn't see the second one because I felt like there didn't need to be a sequel. Kind of like that Black Phone 2. I'm like, I don't think there really needs to be a Black Phone 2, so I just don't care.
Right. Yeah.
Whenever it streams, I want to see Black Phone 2 because it kind of goes into a
I seen a video where this guy was he was interviewing people and everybody liked it except Cody Leach.
Okay.
So your boy didn't like it, Darren or Jay. Everybody else was like, "It's amazing, it's amazing," and he was kind of like down on it.
Well, Cody Leach liked it, but he definitely criticized it, but he liked it. He says it was worth watching. But yeah, he said it definitely has a lot of faults, But since you brought up a Sixth Sense, Brandon, I'm going to bring up my favorite Shyamalanga Ding Dong movie, and that is Unbreakable.
Oh my Lord. I could watch that once a week from now on.
with
Is
Bruce
that the one about
Willis,
the train?
Sam Jackson.
Yeah. Train. Yeah.
It's Bruce Willis plays a man that he was in it was a train crash.
It was a train wreck and everybody died but him.
Everyone died but him. And Sam Jackson is this man. His name is Glass, Mr. Glass, because he's got this condition where if he just touches his arm breaks. His bones are real brittle. So, you know, he's had hundreds of broken bones throughout his life. And he's in a wheelchair, and he's Mr. Glass. Well, Mr. Glass is pursuing Bruce Willis because he thinks Bruce Willis is a real life superhero, a real life Superman, because he survived this train crash that killed everybody else. Bruce Willis finds out he's never had a cold, he's never been sick, So he slowly discovers, he's a Superman.
Yeah.
And it's Bruce. Sam Jackson's obsessed with comic books. He's obsessed with comic book superheroes, and he's pursuing Bruce Willis to prove to him that he's this superhero. And when you find out at the end what Sam Jackson has done, it's a great ending. It's a great shocking ending. I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it, but go see Unbreakable.
Yeah, that's so good. That's
of all
a good one.
Of all Shyamalan, the Ding Dong, whatever his name is. That's my favorite of his. Unbreakable.
Dang, she hog wild after that head cheese.
She says, I love you extra much. It's like, what do they call that? If you give cats, it makes them all crazy a little bit.
Catnip.
Yeah, that's what it is, Dad. It's catnip.
Jay didn't like the cartilage in it, but that's what made I look for the good, meaty, chunky ones.
Oh my God. That was the part that when I bit into that, I said, nope.
Poor Jay.
And I didn't like the consistency of the actual head cheese anyway. It was kind of soft. It was kind of,
I want to go to where
I didn't like the taste.
I want to go to where Darren's at and have the British sauce, because it's basically the same thing, but it's like different. They call it sauce over there. See how different it is in the head cheese.
Are you still with us, Darren? Do y'all have something that's kind of like that, what they have in Australia, that Vegemite? But don't you have a version of that in where you're at, Darren? If you're still with us. I don't know if you're still with us. But
yeah, he might have went on to nighty night.
It was 2 a.m. his time. So.
Yeah, I knew it was. I liked Netflix got out their 2001 Spy Game with Robert Redford, and he takes Brad Pitt under his wing to teach him the trade. And I like spy, espionage, things like that. And that's a really good one, Spy Game.
It'd be a good time to watch that because we just lost Robert Redford. He passed away a few weeks ago. So
yeah. And let's see. I'm going to name a few, and then I'm going to go. I'm getting headachy. Okay, so let's talk Diane Keaton. She had a movie in 1986, and it's one of my daughters and my favorite movies. It's called Crimes of the Heart. It's got Diane Keaton, Sissy Spacek, Jessica Lange, Tess Harper. Sisters prove that families stick together. When Jessica Lange comes home because Sissy Spacek is shot her politician husband, and Diane Keaton is living with old granddaddy taking care of him, and he ends up in nursing home. And it's a real sweet movie. There's sad parts in it. Brandon, you'll get a kick out of, well, you might, I don't know. It's sad. I don't know. It's just sad. They say that a lot. Diane Keaton is so good in this. Like I said, it's 1986 now, and they were looking at pictures, and their mama committed suicide, and she's sitting on the back porch with her cat, and they're up there looking at the picture album, saying, look at Mama. Wonder why she hung herself, and she hung her cat too.
Damn.
Yes. Yeah. And her other sister said, well, Daddy probably drove her to it. That's probably what it was. He was bad, and alcohol and whatnot. There's a mom and that old cat, And I met Sissy Spacek, and when I met her, I had just watched Bloodlines. That is such a good series, right? And I was telling her I really enjoyed it, And
but Darren, answer my question. Yes, it's called Marmite.
Marmite.
And, it's a spread. You put it on bread, put it on toast. I've never tried it. I've never tried Vegemite.
I'm trying Vegemite.
What would you say the South is like over there?
But anyway, Darren says another one I would mention is Don't Go in the House, 1979. Another that leans
that's a good one.
Leans heavily on the psycho theme.
I love when he talks shit to the burnt up body.
Don't go in the house.
Don't go in the house. I like The Last Cabin on the Left. That was a good one.
Was it Cabin in the Woods?
Yeah. Cabin in the Woods was good.
That's a really good one. That one's got the direction it goes in. That was another surprise when I first saw it. The direction that movie goes in, I was like, I love this.
I liked Them. I think Brandon froze on us. I like Them.
Yeah, Brandon, you're froze on us there, Brandon. I don't know if you can see this or
if you hear us or not. Where the little kid looks out the door and says, Mom, Dad, there's somebody in the driveway. And they go, really? Yeah. And they look like us. That was freaky. I liked it though. Them.
They were what they call the
doppelgangers. Yeah.
And I like that one. Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, Them. I liked it too. Yeah. There's just a lot.
I watched last week, and it's a good Halloween movie. It's an anthology movie. Trick or Treat. Trick or Treat. Yeah. It's an anthology movie. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I like the little kid, Sam, this little, has this hood.
I remember that.
I like Sam. It's cool. It's a good Halloween movie. And of course it takes place during Halloween. So Trick or Treat. And it's an anthology movie, kind of like Creepshow, where there's different stories,
Right. I like the first Halloween.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And that's the only one I like. It was the first one, but I like it. I've never tried that, Brandon.
Fade to Black, 1980 is a good one.
Oh, yes. Yeah. And a lot of the networks now are replaying. There you are. Hey, dude. He said he never tried.
I forget what he said. He said he had never tried that one. What was you were talking to?
Oh, he never tried that. Well, go out and try it and see how you like it.
Fade to Black, 1980, he said. Yeah.
Pig brain is good too, but you have to find someone who slaughters pig to get pig brain because it's illegal to sell it.
Oh, yeah.
And you scramble it up with some eggs, and it's good.
I like pig's feet.
I like pig's feet too. I'm going to go to the Mexican place and see if I can buy a bull penis and cook it.
Yeah.
Growing up, we always had a jar of pig's feet in the
fridge.
Yeah.
Daddy
liked pig's feet. And I would eat it sometimes, but it's just all fat. There's hardly any meat.
I know, but it's pickled fat, and it's good. I'd say, Daddy, can I have one? How many's in there? I said 3. Yeah, you can have one. Don't never take the last one because I get hungry of the evening and I want them after dinner. Okay.
I would eat it sometimes, but
I know I'd eat them with him. And he'd get summer sausage, but he called it donkey
dick.
Yeah.
There you
I
go.
call it that too.
I wasn't gonna say it, but that's what it is, you know.
Well, that's what they call it, a donkey dick. 'Cause it's like
Yeah.
that big, and then you kind of.
I call it summer sausage in my
I
house.
call it donkey dick.
Daddy always called it donkey dick.
Yeah, he did. Go in there and get them crackers and get that block of cheese and that donkey dick and come on out here and we'll get over here and make us some lunch. Go grab us some sodas. And that's what I do when we was working the concession together. Go down there and do it. Yeah, the very first Dracula, Bram Stoker, right? Is that how you say it? It's Dracula. It's showing the black and white version. It's showing on one of the channels I noticed. And I crawled around on Plex, YouTube, the back part of Netflix. I was trying to look for stuff that I like, but it's obscure enough that, you know, maybe people ain't heard right on it, you know? So I got a bunch of Diane Keaton's, but she made over 200 movies. She was in over 200 movies. And First Wives Club is one of my favorite ones. And I like that. It's about them women getting revenge on the men. One had divorced her to marry a young woman, and that pissed her off. And then the other one, his husband was in finance. He kind of forgot that she learned everything because she did his books. And they got their money, honey. All three of them did. But it was good. They ruined their careers.
You ought to watch Hacks and Witchcraft Through the Ages if you want an old spooky movie.
Oh, cool.
What do you guys think of Argento's opera? I don't think I've ever seen it. It's my favorite film. I highly recommend The Haunting of Julia, 1977, aka.
Oh, I remember that. I've seen that.
The
circle,
opera, I saw it once, and I just didn't like that the fan. I guess it's, if I'm remembering correctly, like his face wasn't fucked up. I don't know. I just didn't care for it.
Yeah.
Well, it's his favorite movie, Darren.
I know, it's fine. Hoghead cheese is my favorite treat, but you hate it. You know, we all have different taste.
There we go. That's what makes the world so wonderful. Everybody likes different stuff.
I love
ahead.
unsweet tea, and everybody I know gets pissed because they're like, "Ain't no sugar in this shit."
I like sweet tea, but only I put Splenda in it. I don't like, the restaurant's got it. It tastes like soap water to me because I'm not used to all that sugar.
Well, we're growing up. We always had a pitcher of sweet tea in the fridge.
Yeah.
Ooh, sweet tea.
I know, kitty, 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 kitty.
There's sassafras.
Kitty, kitty, kitty. I love
Okay,
well,
we're going to kind of wind this up here. We've done an hour and a half, but I'll name one more that you guys got to see if you haven't seen it. This came out last year.
Oh, yeah.
Strange Darling.
I saw that, but I didn't watch it. Where can I watch it?
You got to watch Strange Darling. Now, I don't know if you can stream it anywhere for free yet. Because I watched it twice and I paid for it both times.
I'm not going to pay for nothing.
I paid for it.
Netflix and HBO already get my money.
When you can see it, you've got to see Strange Darling because it's one of those movies. The setup for it, you think it's going to go one way, and it goes in a completely different direction that you don't expect. And I love the direction it goes. I love the quote unquote strange darling in the movie. I love her. She's a great actress. I love her role in the movie. I won't say anything about it except you got to see it. Strange Darling. Came out last year.
Yeah, I gotta watch that. But I don't want to know nothing about it.
That's the way to go into that movie is knowing nothing about it.
Yeah,
because it's going to take you on a ride, and I think
that's kind of how I was. That's kind of how I was with that Killer Joe. I didn't really know much about it. I think I just heard like one of the Dead Pit shows talk a little bit about it, and I was like, "Wow, this is a crazy fucking movie."
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah,
I
that's crazy, man.
Yeah. I liked him in Mud. That was a good one too. And Lincoln Lawyer. Oh, buddy, I really liked him in that. Yeah. So no, see, um, I like a lot of McConaughey stuff. He told me I was watching an interview with him on the local channel. This podcast guy and him were talking, and McConaughey said after doing rom-coms for 20 years, I thought, well, man, there's nothing going to come my way. And he told his agent, he said, I'm not doing any more rom-coms, so don't even send me the script. And they sent him a script, and he said it was little romance, but more, action and things like that. And he thought, well, I don't know. He said, no. He sent it back, and they said they come in with 8.2 million. He said, no. He sent it back. So his agent said, well, they've rewritten some of it. Would you read it again? He said, yes, send it. I'll read it. But I'm telling you, I want to get away from rom-com. I've already done 20 years like that. And they said, okay. My head hurt, y'all. And anyway, he said, I read it again, and he goes, they're coming in with 11.4 million. What do you think you might want to do it? And he said, I don't. No, it's just, I'm not doing that type of genre. And he said, then it was about a couple of weeks later, and they seen the same script written quite a bit different. And he said, I just went ahead and read it. And he got a call from his agent. Did you get it? Yeah. Did you read it? Yeah. And he said, they will pay you 14.9 million. And he goes, well, let me look at it again. And he said, I sat there and thumbed through it. And he said, I was married. I had one little baby at the time. And I thought, oh shit, I'm about to flush my career. And he said, no. He said, if I hadn't have said no, there'd be no True Detective. There'd be no Dallas Buyers Club. There'd be no Magic Mike. He said, after I said no for 21 months, nothing came through. And then all of a sudden, you got like 9 different really good projects come on board. He said, I said yes to every one. Because he had to rewrite the way they thought of him. And I thought, that's smart, He said it was scary for a while, but all those scripts started coming through. Now, Brandon, I enjoy True Detective. It's him and Woody Harrelson. And if you hadn't seen the first one or two, you might want to watch it. I finished watching it last night. It's different stories.
That first season, I really like that first season. It's on HBO Max.
Yeah.
But yeah, Woody
I've
Harrelson.
never seen it.
Yeah,
It's
Woody
really
Harrelson
good.
I'd have to check it out.
Yeah, it's good.
I have to check it out. I haven't seen it. I know it was it like a Law and Order type thing or something.
Kind of like
but
Cops.
it goes into some like slasher movie territory, and I think you would like it because it gets creepy. It's the killer in the movie is creepy, and it gets into sort of a slasher movie kind of feel, and so I think you would like it. But have you got one more, Brandon, before we close this up?
Let me think of a good one. Well, damn, I'm trying to think of a good one. But have you ever seen that documentary Paradise Lost?
It's been a long time. I think I have seen.
Give me some more. Tell me some more about it.
Those 3 kids called the West Memphis 3 basically get blamed for the murder of those kids. If you watch,
did they get finally released?
They had to take a Wilson plea, which means they have to admit guilt to be let go.
Yeah.
So even though they were let go, they still had to plead guilty to get out. But there's DNA evidence that show that they didn't do it. But there's a whole series of documentaries about how they're innocent, and it all points to like one of the parents, but they got blamed because they were basically like metalheads, pretty much.
Yeah.
So like, they must have killed them because they have long hair and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so fucking crazy.
Let's see. Darren says you got to see Strange Harvest that just came out. If you like your serial killer documentaries, the first 20 minutes you would think it was real. Strange Harvest.
Well, I think that I told Jay, Brandon, I want to do a whole, and I'll come on at night again for y'all. I can't do it real often, but I'd come on and do our favorite documentaries. because you like them apparently. Jay and I love them. And I noticed that on HBO Max, there's hundreds of them on there. I told him I want to do a show about documentaries with y'all.
I don't know. I'll have to think about that because I've got a bad sort of memory for documentaries where I can name a bunch that I've seen. I love documentaries, but just trying to think of ones that, you know, that I can remember, you know, right off my head.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I look stuff up before I'm going to do the show. I mean, you can look it up, refresh your.
Well, yeah,
you know, It gives us a synopsis.
Darren says Night of the Reaper started really good with the babysitter in peril, but ending didn't quite live up to the beginning. It's still worth checking out, though. Night of the Reaper.
Yeah. That sounds like a good one. Well, I'm going to let y'all go. Good seeing you, Brandon. Good seeing you. Thank you for having me, Jay.
Yeah, thank you, sis. And I'll talk to you soon. And yeah, we're going to kind of close this up here, but this has been a good one. Talking about some stuff. I hope you guys would check out. You know, maybe some things you haven't seen would want to check out. Always, and I hate to bug you guys, but I'm going to do it. Please hit that thumbs up. That little thumbs up there. Please hit that thumbs up. Please spread the word. If you want to share it, that would be great. If you've got a channel that you could share it to, and care to do that, or just let people know about the show, to get some more people joining the channel, that would be great. But please hit that thumbs up, because the algorithms of YouTube, however that works, the more thumbs up, the more people see the show. So certainly appreciate everyone that has chimed in tonight. We got Sean, Acres of Movies, and Darren chimed in way over in Wales. Have a great one, guys, he says. Thank you, Darren. I hope you can join us on one of these shows. It's going to be really cool to have you join us over there in Wales. And just, you know, I know you like a lot of those Italian horror films and stuff. There's stuff that I need to check out that you could tell me about. So
yeah, there's a lot of Italian shit on Tubi. A lot of good shit.
I need to go in and see Opera. He brought up Opera, and I need to see that because I think that's on Tubi.
What we can do a day I'm off. Maybe we could like do. I don't know how the time works over there, but if we like maybe do it sooner, it'll be like I don't know.
Like
you know what I'm saying?
I've been doing like a 1 o'clock shows with Kathy, and I don't know what 1 o'clock would be our time would be for him, but you know.
Yeah, we would have to like talk to him.
Just let me know, Darren, what time would be good for you, our time. Because I mean, you know, it's 2 something o'clock in the morning your time. It's 15 till 9 here. So what would be a good time for you, and what would be that time where I'm at? Would be a good time for you to join us on a show. So let me know. He says I can do same time. Just let me know a few days before, so he could do the nighttime show, but just let him know ahead of time. Well, it's the only thing, Darren, is I'm not on Facebook. I'm just on Instagram. I don't know if you're on Instagram, and or you know, could message me here. I've got email, you know, real@nctv.com, but you know, or Brandon, do you have him like on Facebook, Darren?
Yeah, I think so.
So if I contacted you, you could contact him. So.
Yeah, we'll make it work.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we'll close up here. Yeah, he's on Instagram too.
Man, okay. I got to leave this film on my arm, the guy said, for 5 days, and it's kind of annoying.
When I got Betty Boop, they told me, was it, what do you call that stuff you put on, you know, like
he gave me the film, And then I had to buy some balm, but he said don't take it off at all for 5 days. But all that, I guess, because all that blood and shit's in there, it's still healing up. I have to wear it, but it's just so annoying. Like it's like stuck to your skin.
Well, and he told me, yeah, don't pick at it, let it scab over, and don't pick at it, and let it heal. So,
Jay, you ought to get tatted up too.
I'm just trying to think what else I would get because I got Betty Boop. I was thinking of Eeyore on the other shoulder.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was. I was really nervous before I went, just because the sound of it, like,
yeah.
But it wasn't as bad.
It's kind of a stinging burn.
Yeah, it's like a really bad sunburn.
Yeah.
Kinda. Yeah.
But okay, guys, we'll see you guys soon. Thank everyone that has chimed in tonight, and we'll do it again hopefully soon. Y'all have a good one. If we don't see you before Halloween, y'all have a happy Halloween, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.